We are a democracy. It's a government in which people hold the power to rule themselves. The people have the power. The reason why we chose a democracy is because we had just gotten out from underneath Britain's rule. Britain had a king. The king was corrupt. We didn't want the same thing to happen, so we chose a democracy. It's important to know that. People have the power. Brianna, I don't think your font's big enough.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know, this is a joke. All right, here we go.
Hold the power to rule themselves. There are two main types of democracy. There's direct democracy and indirect democracy.
In a direct democracy, the people all get together and have an equal say in the laws they create. So, in a direct democracy, majority rules. Kind of like when people get together to have a town meeting and vote on whether to build a playground or a nuclear power plant.
In an indirect democracy, which is also known as representative democracy, people vote for representatives who work on their behalf to create laws. In an indirect democracy, each citizen gets one vote. Once chosen, these representatives then vote within a government structure in order to make and pass laws.
All right, do you think we're indirect or direct?
Indirect.
Indirect.
Guys, we are indirect. If we were direct, then everybody would have a vote like in Congress. Everybody would be in Congress. Huh? No, Indirect, we vote for somebody to go represent us. We're indirect. Pay attention.
Founding fathers of our country decided to go with indirect democracy. After
All right, so you can write, America is an indirect democracy. That means we don't directly represent ourselves in Congress. We have representatives we vote on to represent ourselves. So we're represented indirectly. All right, let me give you a good example. All right, if I stood up here right now, don't say anything, just listen, and I said, raise your hand if you want to test on Friday. And then I said, raise your hand if you don't want to test on Friday. No, and then I counted everybody's votes, and whoever won, that's what we did. That would be a direct democracy. All right, now, an indirect democracy would be if I allowed y'all to vote for a president, vice president, secretary, representative. And then I went to those four and I said, y'all decide, y'all vote. Do y'all want to have a test on Friday or not? Y'all are being represented because you voted for those people. That's an indirect democracy. Okay?
at some point in time, America would become a really, really big country. And if that happened,